I'm Miss Jones and I teach art and photography, and I'm the subject leader for art and photography throughout the department. I teach at Key Stage 3, 4 and 5. So during our A-level courses we like to provide the kids with a really broad experience. Over the years we've run lots of trips to different venues locally and in London, which has been great. And we've also developed that a little bit further over the years. So we've been working with Photo Works locally, who run the Photo Biennial, and working with photographers and artists via their organisation. And we're lucky enough this year to have launched the Visual Arts Academy. And we're really excited about this because this gives us a bit more time and space to bring in artists into the college, to work with the kids, to give them a much broader experience and to really get a better understanding of what art means in the broader context, not just in the classroom. So how does art fit with the community? How do artists work? How do they make a living? And how does it connect with society in that bigger picture? So we're really excited about that. We've already kicked off with a speaker this year, and we've got workshops planned and visits. So all being well, we've got very exciting things ahead. Last year we were lucky enough to run workshops with the university, so we've got a connection with the University of Brighton. This has come through the photography, but it includes the arts as well, so we get the artists and the photographers involved. They worked with the university students who delivered workshops around a broad range of themes, which encouraged much more depth of thinking in the students, and they were able to then bring that back into their own artistic practice. So when we talk about developing concepts in your own work, that's quite an abstract idea, and they were able to really access quite complex themes by being facilitated by the university students. So that was a really great opportunity. The year before last we worked with an artist and a photographer and did a mixed media workshop where we got all the students to work in different formats. So we had photographic systems in place, we had drawing in place, and they were even using shaving foam to work with photographs. So it was really, really exciting and really challenged them. We've been running life drawing, so last year we had a couple of life drawing sessions in the college with a model and a tutor come in, and we're fortunate that we're able to offer all of that free of charge. So what we've found is by participating in the workshops and events that we've been running, students have been much more confident when they're applying to, for example, the Art Foundation course, which is the one-year course you can do after the A-level. And so when they go to interviews, they've got a lot more to talk about. It gives them a much better view of the world and where their position will be as a visual artist in the world. It's also encouraged some of our students to apply straight to university or to even set up on their own and establish their own business, photographic or arts businesses. So it really does encourage confidence in our students, which we really love to see. In photography, we have our own darkroom, where we use chemical processes to develop film and to print, and we really love to bring the students into the darkroom with their own, having developed their own film, but also to work with digital processes as well. So we find that the two elements really sort of cross-fertilise each other, that we can use darkroom processes, scan them, use them on Photoshop and then come back into the darkroom. So we really do encourage a very adventurous approach to photography. So in photography, it's important that students really understand the context of photography. So we put quite a lot of emphasis on looking at other photographers' work and seeing how photography has changed over the years, to look at photographic genres and to look at how they translate into contemporary society. So underlying all of our students' personal practice is this broader understanding of how photography works within the world, enabling them to draw that into their practice and to be able to talk about their work with a context. So studying A-level at Cardinal Newman, you're part of a community. The class sizes are small, you get to know people really well, including the staff. there's a really great sense of communication. People communicate with each other, they discuss their projects, they work collaboratively. It's small enough to enable all of that to happen, but big enough to have the facilities that you need to be really successful in your artwork. In the art and photography department, we have staff who are passionate about their subject. A lot of them teach art and photography, so there's that advantage that you get this crossover between the two disciplines. So it's an incredibly creative environment. Everybody is really invested in the students and in their subject, and are able to have really informed and interesting discussions about what they're teaching, which is great. A-level students get the opportunity to go up to London to visit internationally renowned exhibitions in the major galleries, but also to work locally with smaller galleries and artists within the city, which is fantastic to really take advantage of what's on our doorstep. So we've worked with Photo Works, we've worked with Fabrica, we've worked with Phoenix, so they're able to see and access everything that's on their doorstep. Students are then able to put this on their application forms. It does give them more confidence talking about art and artworks. Having worked with different people in the context of museums and galleries, as opposed to just their teachers, they have a more balanced experience of what they're looking at. And that's really helpful to be able to converse intelligently about your subject.